Hello, good morning. It's about 6:30 a.m. The sun hasn't even been up an hour, but we're out and about because it is summer. I'm already sweating because it's hot, so we want to get out early because today we're hiking up a mountain. Right now I'm at Hyehwamun Gate, or Hyehwamun, which is one of the 4 minor gates of Seoul. We are at the northeastern gate. If I head that way about 40 minutes walk along the wall, I would reach Dongdaemun, which is a very major area of Seoul. It has the major eastern gate. But today we are heading north, and so we're gonna head towards the northern major gate, which is actually a lesser known because it's way tucked up in the mountain. But we're starting here at the northeastern gate. We're gonna walk along the wall and steadily up the mountain, hit the northern gate, and then try to reach the summit of the mountain, which is Bugaksan. It is also the mountain that is like behind the palace. If I walk through Hyehwamun neighborhood and like kind of south, I don't know, west, I guess, I would reach the palaces, or like one of the palaces, the far reaches of the palaces, for only like 20-30 minutes away. So yeah, we're very close to things relatively. But yeah, we are headed up the mountain. That's why we're up early, because it's already hot. I'm already sweating. But we're gonna walk through the neighborhood for a bit. We're gonna follow along the wall. The last time I went on this hike up to the northern gate, it was the end of winter and there was ice on the path, so very kind of opposite today. Hopefully we can go up there. The last 3 years, the last president didn't live in like the blue house, which is the president's house, and I've read online that security is a little tightened if the president is living there, because you can like sort of look down onto it because it's behind the palaces. So we will see today, because the new president is actually moving back into the house since the last president got kicked out of office. I kind of talked about that on my on a weekend vlog, because it was election day, or when I went to the Liam Museum, that vlog. But today we will see what happens. I don't think he's officially moved in yet. It was just announced the other day that he will move in. So because they're like closing the tours, like you can't go visit the house anymore. We will see today. But I have plenty of water. I got some food for breakfast later. But yeah, we're gonna walk through the neighborhood for a bit, follow the wall, instead of going up kind of like directly up the mountain where you kind of go off the wall for a bit. So we're gonna take a little longer route, but like following the wall, just go up, hit the northern gate, try to reach the summit today. All before we get way too hot. I'm wearing very breathable, very light clothing, so it shouldn't be too bad. I brought sunblock. I already put sunblock on this morning. Brought my hat. I have sunglasses, so hopefully we're all prepared. Let's get going. We're gonna go that way. I can't go up to the gate right now because they don't open till 9 o'clock. FYI, if you're wanting to visit the gate, they open at 9. I think they close at 5 is what the sign said. So can't go up and see the paintings and stuff onto the wall. Not the wall, the gate. I believe this isn't an original gate. I think they rebuilt it in the 90s. But yeah, we're gonna get going. Woo. So along the wall, the cicadas are really out right now, but we're gonna go that way. So the wall kind of ends there, but you can keep going along here. You just keep going along this road and you'll eventually come to it again. So we're just gonna keep going along the wall here and up the mountain. So there are like here signs along the way. I saw another like map down there, passing a school where they're playing soccer. Yeah, but there are signs to like lead the way as you try to find your way back to the mountain. You can see a mountain in the distance there, but I don't think we're going up that mountain. But there are signs to lead you along this way where there's no wall to lead you back. Look at all the flowers. Also along the ground they have this sign. It's upside down right now, but this is the wall walk. So we're headed along, I think, this section right here. Yeah, so they also have plaques on the ground like this to lead you the way. So I met back up with the wall. You see the map there. So we're gonna head up the mountain now along the wall. Alright, so we're gonna head up those stairs. We're not very far from where I just filmed, but the cicadas are so loud right now. Luckily it's nice and shaded. So starting along the wall, we're starting to really gain an elevation now that we're out of the neighborhood. Luckily this part is shaded. I haven't seen too many people out, but I have ran into some people as they saw they were playing soccer there. Kind of beat the heat. Last time when I was coming down this mountain, I don't know if you can hear because the cicadas are so loud. Last time I came down this mountain, I went up a different way, so I found out you can just follow the wall coming down last time. But we're gonna go up, we're gonna reach like a park area before it kind of like goes off more out of the city and more like in nature up to the mountains. Thank goodness it's shaded here, because it's already getting hot, especially as we go up into the mountain. As we get higher, in the distance you can see Namdaemun Tower, or Seoul Tower. Ta-da! Hello! Even more stairs. But yeah, we just been staying along the wall all the way up here. This, I believe, is like the original wall. But eventually we're gonna get up here to a park. Let's go look at the map. Looked a little entrance from somewhere else. Let's see. We are here. We're gonna go to this information center and then reach the gate. And then you can go along here. I know there's a path along here that is closed for maintenance right now. They just closed it. But there's the peak. We're gonna get here and then see and try to go to here, to the peak of the mountain. But this is Bugaksan. Yeah, so we're just here right now. We're about to make it to this park where it kind of goes off more into nature. And then you go up to this Malbawi like observation area. And then you hit the northern gate. What is it called? Hyehwamun. So yeah, let's see. Oh, and it also tells you to make this whole thing is like 3 hours, almost 5 kilometers. So yeah, see, we started there. We already made it all the way up here. So we're like halfway, I guess. Plenty of signs and things along the wall to keep you on the right track, I guess. One of the many free cats of Seoul. Well, she let me like pretty close. Hi, kitty, come here. Here, come here. No? We're gonna leave her alone. Alright. Bye. So this trail here, you don't follow the wall, you go inside here and then go along on the outside. This is the last time there was ice everywhere that I walked. I'm gonna follow the sign to Malbawi Information Center. Yeah, this is like completely ice. Last time I walked here, it just like snowed a couple days before. It all melted and then iced over here in the shade. But we're technically still along the wall. So just keep following the path. Follow along the path here. I have ran into people. I just had an embarrassing moment. I was trying to take like a non-talking video of me walking. This guy came around the corner and it's a little embarrassing, but it's fine. Gotta get used to it vlogging, but still along the wall here, nice and shaded. But when we get up here, it's gonna eventually just turn into like forest. And that way I have to follow the signs a little bit more. But we're gonna get in the forest. We're gonna get up to some like stairs to lead up to the observation center. But Still kind of along the wall the whole time. Let's see. We're gonna keep going into the dark, but it is a nice path along here. It's maintained very well. The guy who just stumbled upon me, he was like a trail runner, so you can like trail run these certain parts along the wall. We've gotten most of the elevation climb so far. Like I did say, we were gonna get to some stairs. The cicadas are so loud right now, but we climbed most of the stairs, I feel like, so far. I would say this hike is like a medium hike. I don't know. There's definitely easier hikes in Seoul that are a little more accessible too, so maybe I'll take you guys on one of those next. But yeah, I would say this is a medium hike. Not the most difficult, but it's got some elevation and some gain, but a very nice hike overall. If you start from Hyehwa, you're gonna see two of the main gates. Obviously, I'm gonna make the peak and then like head back down the way I came, but you can keep going around and hit like 3 gates. Like the northwestern gate you can end at and like get on a bus from there, or you know, go the opposite way too. Yeah, we're getting up to the part where this trail ends. About to get to the forest. See, we're at the end here. We're just gonna, when you get to this part, you kind of have to like go down and then back up. So yeah, we're gonna go down a little into the forest. Obviously there's still signs and stuff, but go down and then back up. Back to the stairs. Alright, so we just came from Warang Park, which was that way. We are going to head up those stairs. I don't know if you can see through the trees. The stairs go up all the way there. But we have like changed districts within Seoul. We started in Sonbuk-gu. Now we're in Jungno. It says Jungno, but this is their little like symbol guy for Jungno. I think he's so cute. He's like a bell, because Jungno holds a lot of the palaces and historical places. We're gonna go climb a million stairs. Not a million, but the observation area is at the top. They also have signs warning about the heat right now, because it is hot. But I guess it comes from a different trail. But we're gonna go up there. We're getting close. We're probably gonna take a break and drink some water when we get to the top. There's a nice view out of Seoul from up here. From this side you can see we're getting higher up. Way over there, there's like more mountains over there. We're almost to the top. You can see, I don't know in the frog, but Lotte Tower. Way out in the distance there. Woo! So way across Seoul over there. We're not facing the right direction for the palaces yet, but there's Lotte. Oh no, I guess. So that way, I have to go down the stairs and around here. But that way is like the observation area. You can't go that way. I guess it's closed for maintenance. So we're, luckily, you see this arrow, that's the way we're going. So we're gonna go down and around that way. It goes to Seokjungmun. So eventually we're gonna go along the wall this way. So I guess we can't see the outlook onto the palaces, but out this way is northeastern Seoul. And then you can look a little south that way. So yeah, there's like a morning fog. And then there's some mountains in the back there. I don't know if that is Bugaksan in the distance there, but I think Bugaksan is in general that direction. Not exactly sure. I have been to that observation area before. I'll try to find pictures that I took of like looking out into palaces or like onto like the main, I don't know, I guess downtown area of Seoul. So I'll try to find those, insert them so you can see, but I guess they're doing like maintenance right now, like upkeep. That's what I know. On the other side of the mountain, I read from the hiking Instagram, like Seoul hiking Instagram page, they're doing maintenance on a trail on that side, so it's closed. You can still hike it. It's not, there's like multiple trails, but yeah, I guess they're doing a lot of maintenance because it's summer, so less people are walking in general. So the first time I walked up here, me and my friend eventually went to this Samcheong Park, which is that way you go back down the mountain. We thought we had reached the peak at the observatory, but it's not the peak of the mountain. But if you go down that way, you can eventually reach the hiking center. They have 3 now, I think. That one is the one near the palaces and this mountain. The other one's at Bugaksan. And I think the other one is in like South Seoul, kind of like Gangnam area. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't looked up where it is. It's new. But I went there. I'm actually wearing the socks they gave me. I have in my backpack like a towel and a little like seat that they gave for free. They do a lot of programs if you want to go with them. But the office does do tours and stuff, so you can go with them if you want to. They also have a lot of information about the trails, about certain mountains. So a good place to visit if you want to go hiking in Seoul. It looks like they're doing a lot of maintenance. We're going to have to go off trail a little, but it's still open. So we're going to go not directly on the wall trail, but it's like a parallel path. But we're going to reach the gate, I guess. Made it to the Oneso. I think just that way is the gate. We're pretty far up here. We're gonna go to the lookout and see Seoul. Wow. So there's Namdaemun, Seoul Tower. Let's see. This is like downtown Seoul, or Myeongdong would be right below. Oh, there's the palace right there. So Hyehwamun Square. Oh, there's Banpo with the golden 63 tower, 67 tower. I can't remember the number. But yeah, this is the view. You can see at the observatory. Yeah, this is the main old town. You got all the skyscrapers of Seoul. Lotte World is way over there, or Lotte Tower over there. Good old view of Seoul. The palace is right there. You can see the main gate in the square. Whoa. You can even see the sign. Huh. That's cool. But so there's the view. We're gonna keep walking that way up the mountain to the gate. We made it to the gate. So this is the northern gate. Oh, so I believe this is one of the big gates. It's not as big as the other ones because it's up here in the mountains, but pretty sure this is the original. You can go up there and see closer. But yeah, they actually have the doors open even though it's not 9 o'clock yet. Maybe because it's way up here. Yeah, made it to the northern gate of Seoul. And it looks, from this map, we gotta go up to here and around here, but we can reach the peak along the wall. So we're gonna go to there. But we still got a little bit of ways to go. Oh yeah. See all the danchang. This is the top of the main gate. You're not allowed to go inside there, but overlooking the side. The palaces and such are that way. Well, yeah, looks in pretty good condition. So I'm just gonna continue along the wall. You have to be careful up here I said a little bit earlier, but it's close to like the palaces, but also the president's house. There's a military base type thing up here, so you have to be careful with what you film or take pictures of. They have signs, so we're gonna go along the wall and hopefully reach the top of the mountain. It's a little less than an hour from Hyehwa to this gate. I wasn't going very fast either. I mean, you're climbing. We're just gonna keep going along the wall here. According to the map, we'll reach the top even if we follow the wall. So yeah, let's keep going. Hopefully reach the top of the mountain today. Beep, beep. Well, so this is a little cool. They have this stone from when the wall was built. It's inscribed. It tells like who the engineer is, who the masonry person is. This one, I think they said it's from September of 1851. So they took it from the wall, but they found others from the 14th century and the 15th century all along the wall. It tells like the repairs. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So they have little plaques like this, tell you a little information all along the wall. You can see Seoul back there, but I believe we're going up there. See the wall trail on the side, which makes me nervous because we're going this way. So we gotta go all the way over there. So it's about a kilometer or more. I think this is the last ascent to the top. So we're not making it to the top today. We are right there. This whole section is closed for maintenance, and that is the top of the mountain. We made it to the top of a side mountain. That's a nice view, but it's under construction until September 30th. So we just missed it. But today's the 10th. We're not gonna go to the other gate. We're just gonna go back down the way we came. But here at the top, nice view of Seoul. You see the palace. The palace right there and Namdaemun. It's a nice view. Yeah, because the top of the mountain, it's right over there, but that way is closed. So I'm not gonna make it to that top of the mountain. Sad. So here's the plaque for the top of this one. Alright, so we didn't make it to the top. We were about, what, 60, 70 meters short because the trail is closed. Like, no one can go to the top for maintenance right now. A little sad. But overall, the whole thing should take you around less than 2 hours. I think it's been an hour and a half since I left like Hyehwa. You can like sit at the top there, but I decided to come down a little bit. There's more shade. Just a little like rest area. Like, I don't know, 100, 200 meters from the top I was at. But we were at 293 meters in elevation. I don't know what that is if you look it up. I don't know. I think the top of Bugaksan is like 360 or 340. I can't remember. So we were close, but we did not make it to the top. One more time. Maybe after September 30th, I'll try again to make it to the top. But a fairly easy hike. It's fairly shaded, so it wasn't too bad, even though it is warm. I just stopped and ate my kimbap, and I have some eggs I'm gonna eat. I also brought, I have water, but I made some tea. Where is it? I think it's still hot. Oh my goodness. But I made some tea. I have this water bottle that has like mother of pearl sticker designs on it, but I made some peach oolong tea. I can still feel that it's hot. Oh yeah. So I'm just going to enjoy my tea. Hot. That's still hot. Can't drink that yet. Just like hurt my tongue. That tea is still very hot, even though it's been hours, that water bottle. so maybe I'll drink that when I get home. But I'm gonna go back down the way I came, so that way I feel a little weird filming this area. There's lots of signs and things. It's very military heavy because the palaces and the president's office is like straight down the mountain. But yeah, pretty good hike. You can also come from the other direction. Maybe one day I'll do that, or maybe one day I'll go from Hyehwa to, what is it, Chung something Moon, which is like opposite sides gates. But I'm gonna head back to the northern gate and then back to Hyehwamun and then head home from there. But yeah, really good hike. Highly recommend if you want to do kind of like a historic hike. It's mostly all along the wall here. I mean, the wall's still there. So yeah, it's less than 2 hours up and down. The trail I took was fairly shaded the whole time. The last time I came up this way, it was, like I said, in the winter, it was a little treacherous because of the ice. So you do have to be careful. But other than that, like, it's very well maintained. Koreans love to hike because they live in a very mountainous country, so it's a very favorite pastime. But I'm not going to film myself going down the mountain. I'm really kind of sad I didn't get to reach the top. This is what, my 4th time climbing up here, and I've yet to reach the top of this mountain. I will one day. I've gone to the gates a couple times, but one day I will make it to the top. It was so close. It was like another, like 400 meters, 60 meters elevation. Not this time. But yeah, I'm gonna eat my eggs. I'm not gonna drink my tea because that is still hot. I'm gonna drink my water. And then I'm gonna head back down. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little hiking vlog. So if you want to like do the same hike, you can just look up Hyehwamun. It's in Hyehwa area, Hyehwadong, and literally just follow the wall. Going through the neighborhood there where it's literally on the same street. You just follow the street and then you just climb up along with the wall. But it does show it on my maps, like when I'm on neighbor maps, it does show where the wall is. So if you do happen to feel like you're lost, you can look on the map and see it. But a very good hike. I believe also if you go to the hiking centers, this is one of the main hikes that they promote, or like this walk all along behind the palace. I know from here I can get to the center. That's how I found it the first time. Me and my friend went a different direction than what we came up. So we eventually made it to the eastern side of the palaces, and that's where Bugaksan hiking center is. But I do have a little booklet from there that has this hike, Bugaksan, the main mountain national park behind Seoul, or North Seoul. They have information there, and then one other hike in Waksan, I forget. It's like in western Seoul. It's another well-known one, but yeah, I'm just going to eat my eggs and head back down. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I plan to hike a lot of the mountains in Seoul, especially as we get into the fall. It'll be nicer to hike. I won't have to go so early in the morning. And hopefully see all the trees. So if you have a mountain you guys want me to show you, just let me know down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I'll see you guys next time. Remember, if you want to be someone, why not be you? Bye!